Welcome everyone, today we have a new guide for Tower Fantasy. As you can see behind me, I will be looting a lot of chests, and I have found a really good method of getting as many chests as you can if you have enough time to farm them. So what I'll do in this video is I'll explain the method first, then I'll explain the positives, a bit of the downside which is almost minimal. As long as you have the time, you can get as many chests as you can, and I'll explain the routes of doing this. So the video will be broken into 3 major parts. Make sure you follow each of the parts. And you can see me failing jumping over here. So what's going to happen is, let me show you guys a forward version of this. What I'll be doing is, I'll be giving you guys a route and multiple ways to get more chests. And you might be wondering, hey, after getting the chest, what's going to happen? What's going to happen after getting the chest is, we're going to change channel for the first time, and then we're going to spam multiple times to get more chests in the same region. You can see here I'm on channel 8, and I'll be changing channel to any of the random channels I can think of. It's over like a few hundred channels. So I'm going for channel 64 to do this again at the same location. And the same chests will mostly be there according to how many players will have looted them. We'll talk about this on the second part. So I'll be looting the chests at the same routes, going in reverse way to get the same chests I just got as I show you in the video. And then what's the best thing is, wait for it guys, I'll show you guys first. So I'm just looting all the chests on my same route. So now I'm trying to change channel again, right? But I can't. But there was a trick one of my viewers shared to me, that you don't have to change channel, you can join a party. So if you click on the top right, that side of the map, you can see there's a button to find team, and once you find team, you'll be looking for free target and also world explorations, just people wanting you to join to help out, and sometimes you can just join. So I'll just join one of the teams that happen to be instant join. People can approve instantly, or sometimes they manually approve. So here I'll join one of the teams. Oh, someone's 5.1 there with like the catalyst thing. So once you join the team, I'll show you guys the button over here again. So what I was saying is like, oh, this pass is 5.1. I was like, wow, that is so strong, right? So here is the button. If you click on this button on the screen, you can teleport to the leader without the restriction of your channel change. I had about 20 plus minutes to change channels, but if I teleport to my leader, then the channel change will be adjusted, and then you have infinite channel change. Now the loading takes a little time, it takes like 30 seconds for me to load, which is kind of right? So here I'm not sure what everyone's doing. It's like a party to get everyone. Not sure why like everyone's all here. So what you're gonna notice is, my channel is now changed from like 64 or something to like channel 7, and then I'll leave the team. It is a little bad that I'm leaving the team, but I see there's a lot of them, they don't need me, right? So I'll go into my same farming spot, and what's gonna happen is, after a bit of loading, you're gonna come over here, and voila guys, all the chests are back. So pretty much every chest on different channels are existing over here, and you can use this method to loot a particular farm route of your choosing to farm as many chests as you can. Notice I'm farming so many chests, I stopped using perfect ciphers. Like, I don't want to waste my perfect ciphers. I'm getting matrix data pack, I'm getting vehicle parts, I'm getting experience, I'm getting so many chests on those regions. So as long as I have the time for it, I'll just not stop grabbing chests, because there's hundreds of channels to change from. And if this route doesn't work, I'll give you guys a few different routes as I discover them. So you can see me grabbing chests, just grabbing chests. So for the past like 20-30 minutes, I've just been testing this method. It works wonderfully, and you just do the same trick again once you finish the route. You can discover new routes to extend your period on the same channel as well. So in case you don't want to change channels too much, notice I still have a 21 minutes to change channels manually. I can do the same trick again. So what I do is I come over to find team, and I'll find another team that is available in the region. And sometimes people don't have auto join, and once they have auto join, I'll show you guys one of the team that. So most of the time people don't have auto join, but some teams have auto join. Once you join, you basically join in, and then you leave the team and jump over to the farm spot again. There is multiple farm spots I'm discovering, and I want to share you guys at least a few. And this way, in case one of the farm spot is not good enough or too populated, you can try different spots as well. Now just have a quick summarize. So what we're doing is, we're finding a farm spot where there is almost a lot of chests that is everywhere on the map, and you pretty much know the spots of like 10 plus chests in like a few minutes. You'll be looting those, then you'll change your own channel, and then after changing your own channel, what you do is, you can do the trick of changing party channels. You can start the trick of changing party channels right away too, and this will give you pretty much infinite chests, infinite farms for vehicle parts, experience, and all the goodies that comes from those chests. Those chests pretty much respawns every 4 hours, and in case you guys are wondering how did I know this respawn every 4 hours? So over here you can see there is a number of videos that I've recorded, and what I did was I stood at the same spot for 4 hours to record those videos. You can see this video is pretty much, this is an hour-long video that I stood at the same spot to try to record. What we're focusing is this location and this location. So I'm trying to time the duration when the chest respawns for you guys. And this is before, discovering other tricks. Notice one of the chests responded, and basically what I'll do is I'll skip a little bit quickly just to show you guys. I actually put some effort into trying to test those. So I stood there for 4 hours trying to test when the chest respawns and how efficient the farm is for this route. So I did do some research, and finally I think the chest responded over here. So we can see live how the chest responds in the game. So by my calculation, normally the chest will respond every 4 hours. So if you do this on one server or one channel, this will take 4 hours for the chest to respawn. But there are over hundreds of channels you can change from. So make sure you take advantage of this method. Now let's go over to the second part, a few things I want to share with you guys. Now that you guys know the method, the second thing is, there's a few things I want to cover about this, the downside, the positives about this method. Well, the only downside for me is how much time you have and how much experience you're capped with. Because currently I am close to capping my experience at level 44. I got like 10,000 experience by doing this multiple times, right? So one of the downside is you might not have all the time in the world to do this. And of course you get some nice green and also blue, vehicle parts, you get some gears and also experience. Those are very nice, data matrix for the matrix. So those are very nice. The next downside is, what if you change into a channel that, it's populated and people already looted those chests? I do believe as an MMO game, there is a very small chance that people will catch on to this video and they will try the same method. This is why on the next part, I'll start to provide you guys with different routes and different ways of discovering your own secret routes to farm this, so you are not populated like this. But at the start, you can try my method. There is a lot of chests this way. Now finally, one of the little downside of doing this method is that as I join people's party, people kind of expect you to help them out and do something with them. But if I don't say anything and I just join and I leave, I feel a little bad about it. So here I'm just joining the leader and teleporting to the leader, and then they were kind of wanting me to do something with them, but I was just joining to leaving. So I feel a little bad. Maybe you can message them, say, hey, I'm just changing channels using the method. And this is the only downside I feel with this method, is that you're joining people's party and you're not actually helping them with the party. You're just joining and leaving to skip the channels. But other than that, I think this method is pretty perfect, and make sure you enjoy all the farms. Now let's come over to the routes of the farming I have selected for you guys. So coming over to my map over here, one of my prime spot to farm is actually, you can see this is where the black market is. This is where you get the daily gift. I'll be locating between those two zones. So the focus is actually on this particular spot called the Space Lift Mount Tigers. And this is my favorite, I guess, to go spot. So let me go over there, and what I'll do is I can show you guys on the video over here too. So once we go over there, what you're going to see is there is a little canyon that we'll be following. So I'm coming back to the game now, sweeping too many things. I'm still loading the game. It takes a little longer to load those days, just the server things, right? So notice once I teleport over here, there is a pathway over here that I'll be following. So I'll come over to the video. Once you get onto this pathway, there should be a lot of the triangle lootable chest. There's one on the track, there's one behind you on the platform, and after looting those, you come through this way. And if you do have your little gadget of the cannon gun, you can grab this one quite easily if you jump properly. So here is one on the middle of the circle. After that, you'll be flying continuously on the same path. So I'll quickly show you guys. So after that, you'll fly continuously and you'll spot anything that is blue and also purple. So you can see there was one blue there I'm looting. And then after looting that one, you do want to come down here. You can see there's one bottle on the floor. And then at this time, there is usually one here, a purple one, and there's also one there, a blue one. And there's a green one over there, and there's a green one over there. So just open your eyes and keep your eyes open to those loots. And sometimes they are looted by other players. That's why you might not get all of them, but you do get a bunch if you follow this very quick route. So just to show you guys the additional loots that are available, so you can see this one over there, that is a purple one that I'm looting, and sometimes people loot this one so it doesn't exist. And after looting the purple one, what you do is you come over to the top of this particular platform. Oh, I skipped a little too much, so I was skipping to show you guys the small loots. So after looting the purple one, you come over to the top of this platform to loot the final one on this particular region. And of course, once you have finished this route, what you do is you can start to change the channels and go backwards. So we'll be backtracking the same method that we came through, and we'll be, picking up the ones on the floor, picking up the ones on the side, picking ones on the tower, and then going back to the ones that is on the top of the circle. After one's on top of the circle, you can keep going. There should be one on the track, and there should be one on the platform. There's one on the track over here, and after that, there's one on the platform. But on top of that, after the ones on top of the platform, there is actually a few of the other ones on top of more platforms. So what I'll show you guys is, so after you teleport, to a party, you come back over here. So we go back to the same warping point that we come, and I'll show you guys a few other ones. So you can see that, the one on the platform is back, right? The one on the track, and there is one on this side. I'll try to point it. So you can see there's one on this side that is on top of the mountain. And then after that, after you get the one on the top of the mountain, what you do is, I'll try to skip a little bit, but I don't want to skip too much. So after you get this one, you can come to the left side and also the right side. There's two more at the camp. There's one at this camp, and after that, we'll try to clear the monsters. The monster was actually attacking me, which is kind of annoying. So after that, you go to the left hand side. So notice the track one was not spawning on this server, on this channel, but if you keep going on this side, you can see there's a red little crystal to loot, there's a green chest, and there is one more blue chest. So there's over 10 chests which are blue and also purple in this very small region. And if you do this efficiently, changing, you can farm unlimited experience, unlimited vehicle parts, and also weapon metric start this way. And it's very rewarding to do this repetitively if you have the time, and also if you know what to do. Now, during the time of my testings and also farmings, this particular region is not very contested, but I'm also a little worried that what if more players get contested. So I try to discover new routes as I go by. If I do, I'll post it for you guys in a future video. And over here, just to show you guys, there's a few other purple ones you can loot very quickly. So usually on the dailies, you talk to Hopting and you get your random gift chest, right? So after getting the random gift chest, what you do is, I'll show you guys, I'll be traveling over here for my daily for bounty. But as you travel downwards over there, what you'll find is, you'll find a lot of the loots that are purple and also blue. So this is just one route I discovered as I was doing my dailies. So you can see there's one blue chest over here. And then if we go a little quicker, you come to this particular region, which is the Bagros. Yeah, over here at Bagros, you can see there is another purple chest to be looted. And those are just some quick routes. As you go by doing your dailies, you can come over here. And you can see there's another blue one at the far side where my mouse is. So this is a quick route of 3 chests or 4 chests that you can get. But the downside is there will be monsters interrupting you as you loot them. And you can see here me looting the final blue chest that is discovered on this region. So after that, I do think there's a few more if you keep going downwards to where previously the purple indicator is. And basically, I think you finally end up here with 5 blue chests as you keep going downwards. And I think that was not bad for one of the routes. It's not the best routes because there's monster interrupting you. And I think, do this one if you happen to be doing your dailies. So the whole route again is coming over here from the black market, going down towards this purple spot. And along that, you probably get 5 or 6 blue chests and 1 purple chest. And basically you go back and forward in swapping channels for this particular route. Now finally, during my other dailies, I also realized that this Omnium Tower, next to it, there are quite a few purple ones that spawns. So if we teleport over there, and down there, there is the monster camp. And during the monster camp, so I'll quickly show you guys, you can see as I glide down, there is a purple chest that you can spawn and also loot. So usually purple chests are quite rare. It is not that easy to find them as players will be looting them. But if you happen to be free to teleport around, try the Omnium Towers and look around them. So the one I tried was this one over here. So the one I went is the one at Astra. So sometimes next to Omnium Towers, they are purple chests, but they're not that efficient. You have to load a few times to the teleportation, but it's It's a purple chest. I thought I'd show you guys where it is, and that's something I loot when I'm, free by on the channel and just traveling. But sometimes it's monsters, so it's really annoying. You have to kill them, you have to get the chest. So, it's better to find a route. There's less monsters, there's more loots, and there's more stuff to collect. And finally, you can fly around, of course, for any of the blue ones as you go across them. And I flew back to the same spot. I went back to the same farm. I was like, I'm not going to find the other ones. I'll just come back here and get more loots, right? So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. And, grab this before everyone gets know of this trick. But once everyone knows, we'll find new routes and also new ways to farm them. So everyone can get lots of loots, experience doing this way. Now, if you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe on our YouTube channel and for more content related to Tower of Fantasy. I'll be looking into more free-to-play content, and I've tried to look into minimal spending or no spending method to clear the game and also achieve the highest amount of free currencies and also free-to-play, characters and also weapons in the game.